All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. On this episode, we're gonna give the 300 its first bath that I'm aware of since about 1996 or so. And then after we get it all cleaned up, we're gonna take it out there, test on it, and see how big of a burnout we can get out of it. What I realized in the last video is I didn't show you an exterior walk around of the car, so I'll go ahead and do that real quick. We'll get it pressure washed and we'll go from there. So I guess I'll just start you up here in the front real quick. Just standard 300. What I like about the car is everything is here, with the exception to some of the bumperettes or the bumper rubber. But headlight bezels are all there, nice and clean. Headlights are there. Grill's in good shape. The medallion's missing its red, white, and blue, but that's fine. I mean, bumper's in really good shape. We'll clean that up like new. Got a busted headlight. I'm sure there's a guilty kid with a BB gun out there somewhere, but that's cool. We all did it. Headlight bezels are good there. Still got the turn signal tops on the fenders. All the marker light covers are there in good shape. The car is really super straight. Just got a lot of barnacles and corrosion on the body, and I'm sure the paint's in pretty rough shape under here. I seriously doubt I'm going to do any buffing or cleaning on it. Original wheels are gone. I'd say those were probably bought out of the junkyard when it was put there, or the old owner kept them. Fins are a little warped on this side. I mean, there's literally no rust to speak of on the bottom of this car unless it's under that trim, which is a possibility. This is the only bad spot about the car, and I'll explain this to you real quick. I was talking with the owner of the junkyard before I took out of here with this car, and asked him specifically about this section in the car, about the dent. And his explanation for it was, as his tractor he used to move around the property, move around the junkyard, didn't have any brakes. So as he would come up over the hill to go ahead and stop, he would just run the tractor tire into the side of the quarter panel of this car to stop the tractor, which for a car guy, that just is insane. Fixed the brakes on the tractor, but it was his car, he could do what he wants with it, so can't fault him for that. But yeah, this body on this car would have been perfectly straight if it wasn't for this. But I can reach this from the inside, so I could actually probably get in there and tap that out, take a body puller with some holes and pull that straight if I really wanted to. As you can see, all the 300 emblems are still on the window. Now I found these when we cleaned it out, so we have the red, white, and blue inserts that go here, so we can get those put on. This is about the only rust we got on the fender well, which is pretty common for these cars. That, and in here, Homer was something else. Homer was plumb. This was all plumb rotted out. It was really soft back in there. But all the trim's still here. Got a little bit of rust by the window here, but it's just flash rust or surface rust. It's not through, it's not soft, which is pretty typical. Debris and crap gets in behind this trim, rots all this out. Deck lid, perfect shape. If you've seen the video yesterday, this marker light is actually in the front seat of the car. Rear bumper is perfect. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Even the marker lights are still intact. I mean, they're both still here. So I think we'll pressure wash this out and it'll be almost perfect. Now, like I said, it stinks that the pinstripes gone, are wearing off, but that's fine. I mean, what do you expect? The car lot, Brownsville, Tennessee. Any of you still know that car lot's in business, shoot them over a copy of that. They might think it's cool. Got the filler panel here that's pulled out. We can get this heated up and straightened out, no problem. Tail lights are still both there. Marker light's still here. Again, the bumper's perfect. Now this quarter panel is in exceptional shape. Yeah, all the trim's still here. It's got a little piece right here, which is no big deal to fix. But the lip's still good. Under here's still good. The red, white, and blue is still visible here. I mean, you can see it's starting to come off, but that's no problem. Still got the gold 300. Got the, I'm not sure if this was probably done around the 80s or 90s. It was typical back then. You would just take sheets or pieces of tint and kind of build it up together and tint your window, and you can just see over time it's got air and moisture and stuff in there, and it's wearing through. Top is absolutely flawless. I mean, I'm sure after we pressure wash it, you'll see some, maybe a little hail dents or whatever in there, but really clean. Again, driver's side, literally no rust. I mean, it's got some flash rust and whatever, but any of you that own these cars, or any cars from this era especially, rust was brutal on these cars. I mean, take for example the trunk pan in this car is just completely gone. It's not even there. I mean, there's remnants of it, but that's about it. Fins up here, or gills or whatever, perfect shape on this side. Front fender's good, got a little bit of whiskey dents right here in this wheel lip trim, but any of you that own these cars, you know that's common. It's just part of owning the cars. It's almost impossible to find a car with a good set of those. Got a little bit of mold and mildew on the front fender here, a little bit of patina. If I decide to keep the car and use it for something, I'm just going to keep it like that. The car's earned it. I'm not going to try to change it or paint it or do anything with it. Got a little bit of patina here up on the hood. I'm sure more of that's going to come out as we clean it, but I mean, everything's here. I mean, all the marker light covers are there, grill's in good shape. I mean, all the glass is here. Windshield's not broken. It's got some of the, you know, the staining starting to happen, which is typical for these cars. But all the glass is still here in perfect shape. I mean, all the surrounds are good. All the trim's good. Just, if he wouldn't have just run that tire into that quarter panel, this would have been, I mean, just a perfect body car. And that just drives me nuts, but what do you do? You know what I mean? What do you do? So I'm gonna set you up here. We're gonna give this old girl a bath, clean her up, see what she looks like. Might throw a set of new wheels and tires. I got my shop rollers. You guys seen them on just every car here. They look pretty cool on this, I think. We'll get a burnout in today. Got the plugs, wires, carburetor cleaned. So I got this thing mechanically in pretty good shape. Got the brakes working, got them straightened out. So we'll see what kind of burnout we can get out of the old girl. And then we'll just put her in the shop till we figure out what to do with her. If you got any suggestions, put them in the comments below. I read every comment, try to answer every single comment. And all right, let's get after it. I'll get you set up. We'll get her pressure wash and clean. Hang tight. The hood, guys, like night and day. Turned out really well. All right, we'll get the other side. guys, the 300 didn't turn out too bad. Still got some pitting and stuff in the original fiberglass nose section here. I don't know if I want to take and clean that or just leave it alone. I think the car has earned it, and I think I would just soon leave it there. Same with this. This turned out pretty cool. Got some up here on the hood, right here on the body line. Top turned out phenomenal. Looks really good. This looks pretty cool. The patina here on the quarter panel. Up here on the deck lid. I think it turned out pretty cool. I mean, I knew it wasn't going to be a brand new paint job or anything of that nature, but I mean, my goodness, it turned out pretty cool. I think we ought to get the car, take him out there on the road, and see if we can waste them tires on the back. That's just what I enjoy to do. I think it's gonna be fun. I think it's what we're gonna do. I think it's time to take the 300 out there and do a burnout, is what I think. I'm really leaning towards doing some engine work and brake work to this car and taking it down to Bristol for the Cleetus and Cars burnout competition. I'm really leaning towards doing that. And then maybe this fall we'll do something with the parts out of this car for Homer. I'm really not for sure. I really bought this car for a parts car and to save it out of the junkyard, but the more I drive it and the more I fool with it, the more I fall in love with it. I mean, when was the last time you seen anything like that out on a burnout pad or out even driving around somebody having fun with it? I just don't think it's time for this car to die yet. All right, let's go do burnout. She'll do a burnout. All right, guys, what'd you think about that? All right, I think that's gonna be the end of this episode. I appreciate each and every one of you watching. Beautiful day here out on the farm in Kentucky. Make sure to take this opportunity to like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure to follow us on all our platforms at Facebook, Instagram, and obviously YouTube. And we'll catch you on the next episode. Thanks for watching.